I can't. I can't. This channel is dedicated to incels, people with depression, anxiety, stress, nofap, losers, fat people, idiots, morons, late bloomers, weirdos, freaks, if you've been left behind, zero friends, no social skills, minimum wage job, no social life, no romantic life, no sexual life, no wife, no family, no girlfriend, nobody to talk to. At this point, I might as well share my entire life because, when we all die and we watch a replay of everything we've done in our lives, all these influencers, all these people that say, would you have been proud? And I would have said, why only after, when I've been thrown in hell, am I told to prove myself? Instead of when I was out of hell, before I was thrown in it, that this is where I could end up. No one ever told me this is how bad it can get. And now that I'm in it and I'm trying to get out of it, people, government, unnatural forces, whatever you want to call them, the universe itself wants me stuck here. I'm not the most interesting person in the world. In fact, I argue I'm the most boring. I'm just an ordinary guy. I'm 35,000 in debt, 26 years old. Worked 2 jobs, mental health went to shit. Felt like suiciding, felt like leaving my life behind. Felt like becoming homeless, felt like turning into a golden boy and just cycle my way through Brazil, begging on the streets. I don't believe people have good intentions. I don't believe I don't believe there's a single decent human being on this earth. If you show someone your vulnerability, they're just gonna crush you. They're going to use you as an example. I always wondered if you really are yourself around people, if you're shy, don't introverts like shy people? If you're timid all the time, don't don't women like timid guys? If you're vulnerable, don't don't people like honesty? If you're confident and have bravado, don't people naturally gravitate towards you because you're the leader in the room. You set the tone. It doesn't matter because these past about to be 4 years, I've basically been shown that I don't deserve happiness and I deserve misery. I um I just wanted something simple out of life. I just wanted your basic standard package. Your basic. I didn't want plus, I didn't want premium, I didn't want ultra plus premium. I didn't want I didn't want it all. I didn't want any of that. I just wanted your standard. And after you know what hell feels like and you realize I didn't deserve any of this. I didn't earn it. My entire life, all I did was stay in my own lane. The lane that everybody put me in. I grew up fat, ugly. Women would tease me. Doubt, low self esteem, confidence was never there. I stayed in the lane where people put me. And that's how I built myself. I should have had more confidence. I should have been more straightforward. I should have been more should have been more direct. And after you know what hell feels like and tastes, and now you are more direct, the rules have changed. They're inverse. They're going to work against you now. And because you're thrown in hell, it doesn't matter who you look to, it doesn't matter which direction you look, it doesn't matter how you feel, you're always wrong because you're in hell. Hell is meant to teach you a lesson. But when you're suffering all the time, there's nothing to learn except pain. There's nothing to learn. There's never anything to learn. From the consideration that if I ever do get out of this place, out of hell, it was because either I suicided, I was murdered, or I finally just got up and left. I don't believe hell is a place to learn anything except pain and misery. Hell doesn't teach you anything. You know, my life is shit. I grew up, changed my life, worked hard, decided let me give medicine a try. Got to a certain plateau, got sent straight to hell. And for the past almost 4 years, suicide has been the ide, ideation. I, I honestly, I am planning. I am going to get the semicolon. Because when you're in hell, the only freedom is either leaving your life behind, leaving everything. Don't think about it. Don't think about your job. Don't think about your family. Don't think about your friends. Don't think about your future. Buy the most inexpensive and as comfortable bike as you can and ride out the country. You might have to beg, you might have to work for food, but at least you get to see the countryside. You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about responsibilities. You don't have to worry about whether a girl likes you. You don't have to worry about whether you should ask her out. You don't have to worry about whether you'll make it to the job. You don't have to worry about whether you'll pay your car note. You don't have to worry about whether the voices are right or wrong. You don't have to worry about whether you'll get fired or not. And then the other freedom, well, let's just hope you're not on this earth anymore. That's the only other way. One of my biggest problems of why I'm in hell in the first place is women. Women were the first to tell me that I'm not good enough. They were the first to tell me that I don't deserve someone to be happy with. And after I realized that I do deserve someone, it was already too late and I've hit my plateau. And when I hit my plateau and I broke through it, unfortunately, that's where I went to hell. Now that I've finally realized what I do deserve, and well, my lifestyle doesn't equate that. My lifestyle says I don't deserve a family, a wife, a girlfriend. My lifestyle basically says I deserve my last breath. And after realizing too late that I do deserve, a loving partner, someone who cares for me, now it's returned back to the point where I don't deserve it. Growing up, you know, out of everybody teasing me, boys or girls, what stuck to me the most? The girls. It was always the girls. It was always the girls who I paid more attention to than the guys. The guys I didn't care. I could beat them up. I could reply back with, "Oh, your mom didn't say that last." Growing up as a kid, you could come back, but with girls, it was different. You couldn't beat them up. You couldn't talk back because they could use their charms. They could tell the teacher, and the teacher would already be convinced that the teacher's on their side. You you learn too late, too fucking late, that there were some that actually cared about you. You learn too fucking late which ones actually liked you. You you realize too fucking late which ones could have made you seem a better version of life. And now it feels like those missed opportunities feel like reasons for why I really don't deserve happiness. Everyone talks about self-love. That's great. But that's bullshit to a certain extent. Human beings are not meant to be alone. We're not meant to we're not we're not individual creatures to the degree where in which we don't need companionship. And so now I'm at a point in my life where if the universe is strictly telling me, why am I still alive? The only response I could say is, honestly, I never got to I never got to play the piano. Let me learn how to play the piano. I never grew up in I was never in band in middle or high school. You know what? Let me learn how to play the drums. Let me learn how to play the violin. I never got to roller skate. I had my my older brother had a pair of roller skates. I wanted to try them but never did. Scared. Let me learn how to roller skate. There's a lot of things that I could have done when I was growing up. A lot of hobbies. That's the only thing keeping me going. Before I do decide to go, let me learn all the things I actually enjoy. And the universe requires balance. That's one thing that I did learn in chemistry, physics, math, basically, but mostly in physics. The universe requires balance. Well, what happens when you haven't been taking what the universe requires? Well, the universe doesn't take it away. All the universe does is just holds it in idle. If your life hasn't been happy and you've been basically on a constant line, no lows or downs, no lows, no highs or ups, just a constant. The universe holds it idle. Karma, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I've been saving it. I don't know if I should have been taking advantage of it. But growing up, no one ever taught me the rules of the universe. No one ever told me do this and do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. The voices, they're telling me kill yourself. You don't deserve it. We've been telling you all along. And now that you do understand, kill yourself. Now that you have learned all your lessons, kill yourself. This channel is not meant to inspire. It's not anything. I'm just simply like every other influencer who's a piece of shit. I'm just going to create content, and if it makes me money, money would help. If it doesn't, at least I'm recording my pathetic life.